What's up, Kingdom REI? Welcome to a special edition of the podcast show today. I have on with me our Director of Operations, who you're going to get to meet today, Nick Stromwall. And we're going to talk about a pretty cool topic, something that we've been working on that I'm excited for you as a podcast listener. Maybe you're someone who's either in the community or you're not necessarily in the community. You've been hearing about Kingdom REI and the community we've been building, and we're excited to talk about, some things we've been doing, about ways we're looking to grow and expand this community, and even include ways for you to participate. And so I think, Nick, we're titling the podcast show "How to Get Lifetime Access to the Kingdom REI Community." And looking forward, I know that you said you wanted to do this show to let the podcast community know a little more about what we're doing. So I'm excited to have you on. Everybody, welcome Nick to the show. What's up, man?
I'm so glad to be here. We've built an amazing community, and we have an incredible opportunity for you guys to take part in getting to know this community in face-to-face. So we're excited to share more about that today.
Hey, so real quick, let them know where you're from. Get to know you a little bit.
Yeah, my name is Nick Stromwall from the Twin Cities in Minnesota, and I joined the community last year and came on staff January 1st as the director of operations. I spent 15 years developing leaders with college students with a ministry called Campus Outreach, and just saw as I'm mentoring these students needing to have an opportunity to be able to support them on their summer projects. So looked to real estate, quickly got into some single family rentals, an Airbnb, and then wanted to go bigger. So found out about Ellis and the Kingdom REI community and joined, and have now participated in several syndications, and it's been an absolute blast.
Yeah, man. Well, dude, let's get into today. What do you, how do we want to let people know about this? Where do we want to start?
Yeah, well, I think we should just talk about what this community is all about. So, Ellis, you started this community over 3 years ago. What was your original vision for why you wanted to start this community?
Yeah, so when 2019, I was still serving as a full-time college pastor. At the time, I'd purchased one duplex. We had syndicated our first apartment complex, and I feel like I was at like a crossroads where I knew I didn't want to do both vocational ministry and entrepreneurship. Not that that can't be done. I just felt like I was moving into a juncture in my life where I really wanted to go all in on building a business and figuring out how, what felt like this, my two passions, right? My passion for Christ, which had been there for a long time, but then like this growing passion, which was really entrepreneurship, right? But really in the form of real estate investing. And I was coming into like this new world of creating a business in real estate investing. And I had this still real passion for Jesus. And I just felt kind of lost. Like I felt like the stepchild in a lot of ways in this industry of, I was good. I was doing a lot of cool things. Heck, I was named, 2020 Investor of the Year. But like I felt like the stepchild because there wasn't a place where where I could really lock arms with people who were Christ minded. And not that there weren't other Christians in this space. There just wasn't a place to go that can really find a lot of them. And I was kind of meeting people at conferences and like via LinkedIn. And it was just like, well, man, what if we had it? What if there was a place where Kingdom REI really there could exist? It wasn't called Kingdom REI, but a community that could exist where like really ambitious folks that love God and want to do big things in this space could lock arms together. And so that really was the birth of Kingdom REI. Funny enough, it was actually called Kingdom Capitalists back in the day. But that was really the root of it, is like, what would that look like? And so the original vision, yeah, man, was I personally needed a place in a community and brothers and sisters to lock arms with. And, it started with 6 guys legitimately that I met on LinkedIn. I was like, "Hey, do you want to join this thing?" They're like, "What thing?" I'm like, it's kind of like this thing. I was like trying to explain like this thing that like really didn't know, man. I was just like, I kind of need friends, and like, here's how much it is. Here's what I'm going to do. And all of them were like, yeah, let's do it. I was like, really? And they're like, yeah. And that was the beginning.
That's amazing. And it's cool. Like you just met people, you shared your passion for entrepreneurship, for making disciples, and to develop epic businesses because you wanted to create incredible impact. So that's awesome. So 3.5 years ago, you've come a long way. What's it been like to having grown this community over the last 3 years?
Yeah, so it started as a mastermind, right? So, and I think that's what's different about what we've built is it started as like a core group of people really doing deals together. I mean, I think over the last 3 years we've seen, over 3 dozen partnerships happen, right? And deals take place and girls. I mean, I've lost count. 3 dozen that's like how many pictures I have, but I probably, probably more like 50 to 100 deals that have transpired. And it because we didn't like try and teach anybody anything early on. It was just, hey, if you're doing things and you want to lock arm with other people, come in. And that was a real foundation of what we built. And I've loved that. Like some of my best friends have been part of this, and business partners have come out of this, and deal opportunities have come out of this. And so that's really what it started as. However, over the last probably year and a half, what I've realized is that more people were coming in and saying, hey, like Ellis, I need a path. Like I need, I need some more direction. I need some more coaching. And so it slowly, I would say, evolved. And then like, as and maybe more people are realizing, it's kind of officially become more of, uh, I would say coaching, mentoring, and now community. Those are kind of our two things, right? Coaching, mentoring, education, and community. And I think that's been the real evolution of Kingdom REI. The backbone has always been community, right, within our mastermind. But I say now it's morphed more into we want to help people leave their 9 to 5 and break into real estate investing. And so it's become more um, definitely community at its core, but absolutely more involved into coaching and education, because I feel like we just have this, we have a system, we have a framework, we have a process that works to help people break into real estate investing. And so, that's been I would say a clear shift we've made over the last year and a half is actually bring on coaching, bring on coaches, actually start to build out a framework that people can follow to do deals with. And so that's, when I look at the biggest growth over the last 3 years, it's, we've always kept that idea of community, but it's evolved from mastermind to, now coaching and a bit of mastermind.
Yeah, that's awesome. So we've titled this episode "How to Get Lifetime Access to This Kingdom REI Community, this network." What does that even mean, though? What does that mean to get lifetime access?
Yeah, so I'm so pumped about this. Like the thing that I've realized in this kind of coaching industry, it's evolved, right? Where it's like I think before it was just like who had the best program, but that's not like it's not really I don't even think that's relevant anymore because there's so much free stuff out there today that like it's not about who has the best coaching or the best program. It's like really who has the best community. And trust me, I don't think there's anyone better. Like this is if there's two superpowers I have, one of them is community. Like this is what I did as a pastor for 6 and 7 years on the college campus, and that's what I love to do because I love people. And the thing that we've done an amazing job of, I think, with Kingdom REI over the years is we've built an amazing group. Like we've built an amazing network. Like there's just incredible people that are a part of this that would say, hey, at some point I've been part of Kingdom REI. Now, what we've not done a great job of over the years is keeping people stayed in, right? We've kind of always said, hey, either there was a part of this where you kind of had to pay to play, right? Either you were in or you were out. And one of the things what I'm really excited that, you've come on and really spurred on ideas for us. Like, man, how, the best thing about what we do with inside of Kingdom REI is this idea of collaborations and the idea of, as someone comes in and they become more successful, they need less coaching. Well, that makes sense. Well, the response shouldn't be, hey, great job, you graduated, everything, good luck, see you later. It's like, no, that becomes more beneficial actually to have that person stick around, right? To have that person now sharing deals, sharing opportunities, lending, funding, whatever it is. And so we've made an intentional focus to how do we continue to keep those people in and around. And so we're doing some really cool things now inside of the community. Like we do a monthly collaboration call with our entire anyone ever the last 3.5 years meets on a monthly basis for 2 hours to hear from guest speakers and then actually share deals that they are looking for partners on, or they're share their criteria where you can actually bring deals to, or they're looking for funding that you can raise capital for, or maybe they have capital to place, right? And so this is what the Kingdom REI community moving forward is going to be all about. It's just it's collaboration. It's how can we empower Kingdom real estate investors together, because I know if we're able to unite, the ability to make impact is 100-fold, right? And so no one needs to do this alone, and you do need a community. And so this is what I mean by lifetime access, is that we're actually creating ways now for people to come in, be a part of this and be a part of this forever. And even if you pay once, or you continue, that's not the point. The point is, we want to continue to create avenues and ways that folks who've called Kingdom REI a home or a community, it continues to be that, and then it continues to resource them. It continues to provide deals and opportunity. And I just think that's been the evolution of our thinking. Is like, why are we? It shouldn't be in and out. Like, you only become more valuable the longer you're in this. And then for the people who are new to the community, think about how valuable that is, right? You come in, you're brand new, but yet you have this legacy of membership, legacy community that is like you instantly get to tap into. And so that's what I mean. You're going to get lifetime access to, is something like that, where you can instantly tap into not just the people that are currently in coaching, but you get to tap into this freaking, like, I mean, what I've
So
spent,
wealth of knowledge.
oh yeah, like, I think about, for the last 3.5 years, dude, I mean, I've spent 40 to 80 hours a week building this community. So like, I don't even know what the value of that is. You think about the networking, the showing up, the money I've spent for 3.5 years, that you all of a sudden just get to tap into. It is the community that has allowed me to build 100, 180, $200 million real estate portfolio, raise over $20 million in equity. Like, this is that community, and this is what people are getting the access now to.
Yeah, and that's
To be a
the
part
beautiful
of.
thing about what we're trying to do, because you're really one connection away from your next partner, from your next opportunity, from your next opportunity to really create opportunity and profit, so that you can make incredible impact. So
Yeah.
that's wonderful. So okay, this sounds too good to be true, but how does someone get access to this lifetime access? How do you where
Well,
does that?
the reason we're doing this episode, you want to do this on the show, is because, I mean, we have coaching, right? And anyone who wants to come and be a part of, join our coaching, right? You need coaching, come be a part of that. KingdomREI.com, apply and see if it's a good fit. But there's a lot of people who maybe don't need coaching. They're doing this, right? They don't need hand holding. I know there's a lot of great lenders and investors and operators out there listening to the show, that it would just be tremendously valuable to have access to the community, and you don't really want to be part of the coaching. And so what we're going to do, for the first time, actually, we've never done this. We've never offered this to the public, but because I see maybe we've missed out on having some incredible people be a part of this, we are actually going to open up our event at the end of the year in San Diego, California. This is a 3-day event. This is not a real estate conference. Like, this is a true mastermind where you come in, we're sharing meals together, we have sessions together, we're hanging out at the beach together. We're going to give the opportunity to come in and be a part of that 3-day event, which we can talk about here in a minute. But more importantly, once you join that 3-day event, most events, like, cool, I met some people, that was a great 3-day experience, maybe I'll leave with some connections, maybe I won't, and then the event is done. What's different in the way we're thinking about an event is, now, once you come to the event, you've never been a part of anything Kingdom REI has done in the past. Once you come one time, you now become a legacy member as the Kingdom REI community, and now you leave with lifetime access to the Kingdom REI community. And now you get access to our monthly call, our twice a month worship call, right? We've talked about even giving them access to like our Slack channel, so that they can plug right into this community. And so this is what I'm pumped about. And this is how you get lifetime access: is you come to the event. You either join coaching, right, which is a bigger investment for 6, 12, 24 months, or you come and be a part of our real estate event, our mastermind event in San Diego, California, November 30th, December 1st, December 2nd, in San Diego, with me, with you, with 30 to 40 to 50 other real estate investors across the country, and spend 3 days together. And then you leave not only with an amazing experience and people you've met and knowledge, but you're going to leave, with the community that you're going to be able to continue to plug into for, as long as God allows us to be around. And that's what I'm pumped about. So to dive into this a little bit, what the event is. It is a 3-day mastermind event. It's in San Diego, California, November 30th, December 1st, December 2nd. You come in on a Thursday night. We have a session Thursday night. And what's cool about our events, if people have never been, is especially this annual event at the end of the year, it's less real estate knowledge, because I think the power of this event is not just what you learn. We're not necessarily here to learn cool new tactics about real estate. Most people coming to this event are already know that. Like, they get coached every single week, or you're coming this, you're already doing it. What you really need is relationships. What you really need is inspiration, right? Is the ability to unlock something that has been kind of hidden down deep. And so that's what these sessions are around. So we do live worship. We have some amazing guest speakers that are not necessarily even real estate investors. They're just um, people that I've met along my journey that have helped unlock things that I didn't know were there for me, right? And that could be mental attitudes, that could be frameworks, that could be belief or confidence or faith that we need to go to the next level in our life and our business and our family and our faith. And so Thursday night we do that big session, dinner together. Friday morning we have a session. Again, there's live worship. There's a keynote speaker. There's breakout sessions. And then during the afternoons, we do that Friday and Saturday morning. So, two kind of big sessions, Friday, Saturday morning. But then the afternoons are really built and structured around networking. And so we're doing this at a beautiful resort called Paradise Point Resort in San Diego, California. It's on the water, and it's just built for fun. It's built for connection. It's built for collaboration. And we really are creating intentional ways for you to be able to do that. And, the goal here, and I would say, you're not just here building friends, but the people that we're inviting to this are investors, are lenders, are operators. And so when you come here, let's say you're an operator and you're looking for partners to actually come and raise capital for you. I guarantee you'll leave here with half a dozen to a dozen folks who want to raise money for good real estate deals. You're looking for lending. There are lenders here that are coming to this mastermind who will be able to lend on funds. Let's say you are an investor. Maybe you're a passive investor. There are operators all across the country that will be at this event, right? And so it's not just cool, I'm going to come and having a good experience. No, you're going to leave with again, like this is one of those rooms that we've created that if there's the way I think about it is if you have a problem and you show up in this room, it's a 99.9% chance the problem can get solved, right? Like if it's a problem of confusion or clarity or resources, there's no reason that with the people we put in this room on an annual basis, that problem can't be solved. And so that's what the event looks like. That's what the event is built around. And, it's, again, this is not a real estate conference, right, that you've ever been to. This is a true experience with Kingdom REI that I think will not only can be transforming for you from a faith and spiritual standpoint, or I would even say the other way, can not only be, life changing from a business standpoint, but would be transforming from a spiritual and life standpoint too. So that's what it is. And then I guess we want to talk about how to join. Is if you want to come, Nick, how do people come? How do they get signed up for this?
Pretty easy. oneconnectionaway.com/2023 mastermind. And we'll drop the link in the show notes as well. You can sign up right online. And Ellis, you've been to a lot of real estate conferences. What does it cost to normally go to a real estate conference?
Yeah, I mean, a good conference, like I think of like Joe, all those big guys. Like, anybody I know is charging, over $1,000 for, to sit at a conference all day, right? And that's it. You hear a bunch of guest speakers. There's not much included. Or if you even if you pay for a VIP experience, let's say the VIP experience means you get to sit up front, at stage, and maybe you get to go behind the scenes with the speakers, and they give you a pair of AirPods for your VIP experience. You're paying $2,500 to $5,000 for a VIP experience. The cost for this 3-day event is $2,500 for Kingdom REI. And I would just think that's an absolute steal, because most of the folks that have been a part of this have paid anywhere from $10,000 to $25,000 to just be part of the community in the past. And so not only is it in a steal in comparison to the programs we have, but I think about, like, I'll tell you a quick story. The power of this mastermind. Last year we were closing on a massive real estate deal, And in order to close on that deal, I needed $250,000 for the next round of earnest money. And I didn't have $250,000. Like, I was out of money. I'd already put my earnest money in, and I needed the money within 10 days. And it took me two phone calls. It took me two phone calls from within the Kingdom REI network to get that $250,000. And I think about the cost of that. Like, this deal, will add several $100,000, if not $1,000,000 to my net worth, right? And then into my bank account over the next 2 to 3 years. What would I have paid to get an introduction or to find the $250,000 that I needed at that time? I would have paid a lot more than $2,500. And so I think about, it's not a cost. Like, there's no cost to this, in my opinion. Like, it will only be, it's an investment that I 100% would guarantee would only make a tenfold on, if you're a real estate investor, if you're doing deals, if you're raising money, if you need money, it will be a tenfold investment for you, or tenfold return, if not 100-fold over your lifetime. When you think about, now you have access to the Kingdom REI network for life. So it's $2,500. And again, there's a filtering process to that too, is this is not for everybody. Like, if it's $2,500, that also describes the quality of the room, of people who are willing to be here. And so if you're thinking, man, is this really worth the $2,500 to get there, to go to San Diego? Well, I can assure you this, like, this won't be the biggest conference on the planet. This is going to be a more intimate room, but the quality of people that will be here, even if it's 25 or 30, let's say it's 30 people. I think we said it'd be more like 40 to 50 people by the time everybody signs up. But let's say 40 to 50 people, you could go to a conference with 1,000 people and there only be 40 to 50 people, 40 to 50 quality people in the room. And I think the difference is there'll be 40 to 50 really quality people in this room, and you'll get a chance to meet every single one of them. And so oneconnectionaway.com/2023 mastermind.
That's awesome. Yeah. And someone who's attended several of these events, like the people inside of Kingdom REI are some of the most vision driven, ambitious, like business savvy, smart people that love the Lord with all of their heart, strength, soul, and mind, and want to make incredible impact. And like, when you get in a room with these types of people, you absorb it. You become more like these types of people. I think that's the power of an in-person event. And it's what really drew me to this community. So I can't wait, and I hope to see many of these listeners being able to come and take part.
Yeah, I mean, think about your story. I know we got to jump off here, so maybe just a 1-minute version of it. But like me, you were in Christian ministry, and you could just share, like, what you've been able to accomplish just in a year from being part of this network. What's it been for you? Just results, dude. Like, forget the real tangible, like the intangible stuff, like real result wise, what have you been able to do?
Yeah, within months of joining this community, was able to jump in on an LP investment and also raise some money for it too. Several months later, my first co-GP investing in an industrial space. So 138 unit multifamily, 10,000 square feet of industrial. Quickly after that, a few months later, raising another couple $100,000 as a capital raiser for almost another 50 units of multifamily. And then kind of figured out I'm a people person. I love raising capital. I love helping people multiply their money so that they can multiply their impact. So that's what I'm doing. And now I've launched my first fund of fund, was able to partner with multiple people within the community, and just finished raising over $1 million for an energy fund. So it's amazing to think about 4 syndications in just about a year because of the power of this community. It's truly amazing.
Yeah, I mean, you've added easily 6 figures to your net worth, right, in a matter of months. And so you think about, what's the price of that? It's a lot more than, if you had to put a price on, a lot more than $2,500. So anyways, guys, oneconnectionaway.com/2023 mastermind. I want to give you a chance as a podcast listener to meet you, to come and be a part of this. We would love the opportunity to get to connect. And so if you're on the fence, maybe you've heard us talk about this one other time, don't be on the fence. Join, click the link below. And get signed up. If you have any issues, reach out to us at info@kingdomrei.com. But again, November 30th, December 1st, December 2nd, you can see all the details on the website, oneconnectionaway.com/2023 mastermind. Again, if you have questions about it, or you need to jump on the phone with someone, just send us an email, info@thekingdomrei.com. We'll be happy to do that. We do have a room block, but you'll need to sign up first before we give you the room block. So go there, register for the event, and then you'll get all the information to the room block and everything else once you sign up. Right, Nick?
You got it. Yep. And I'm really looking forward to meeting you guys.
Yeah, cool. All right, everybody. Hope you enjoy this. Hey, if you know someone that you want to bring to this, share this episode with them. Let them know about this event, and you guys come together, and we'll see you in San Diego, California. No better place to be in early December. Beautiful, beautiful time of the year. My home here in San Diego. Can't wait to see you all. Nick, loved having you on, man.
Yeah. Can't wait for more.
All right, everybody. Have a great week.